Hey everyone. So a good question today about innate morality and this understanding. Yeah, it's good. Hi Claire. I wonder if there exists something which could be called innate morality, that rules given from society, what's right, what's wrong, are no longer needed on a macro level, and something new arises from understanding of who we truly are, as more and more people start to live their lives from this understanding. Would wars, murder, and violence still exist as behaviors? Oh, such a good question, isn't it? Um, I think what is key in this question is that, and this is so it's so subtle, but it's everything. It's the difference between the idea of myself as enlightened or more in touch, more present, more loving, more free. And therefore I am superior to those people who are creating wars or being violent or they're unconscious or they're confused. There's that on the one side. And then there is the understanding that I am the source of everything. The way everything appears is originating from here. And the first one, the first element where I'm superior, I know more, I've got something to teach you to be, then you can be a better person. That is war. That's violent, really. And it's coming from this place of I'm holier than thou, I'm better than you, I'm more in touch, I know more. But really, that's pure ego, it's pure separation. It has nothing to do with spirituality, that really nothing, because and it's such a contradiction, because on the one hand it's saying I'm in touch with the oneness of life, I know that there is no other. But you separate person over there who looks totally real and nothing to do with my perception or anything, you don't know that, you know less than me. So it's bullshit, really. It's terrible. And it's so tempting. It's so, oh God, because this identity that is really challenged in this conversation, it's floundering around, like trying to stabilize. Oh yeah, I can stay. Oh, there we go. I'm spiritual. I'm peace. I'm better than you. There we go. Sorted. So from that perspective, from the idea that there's some enlightened people who can correct everyone who's doing wrong. No, that in itself is perpetuating separation. But the second thing that I mentioned, the idea that we are the source, that every single thing about the way someone is held in as a reality is ultimately a creation of all the conditioning, all the beliefs, all the associations, all the fears, insecurities, everything that are here, nothing to do with them, that are here, and that the triggering of our buttons of separation, so the things that arise in our world, like wars, violence, terrible images on the news, the triggering of that means, presses the button, and out come the defenses, out come the desire to separate, to condemn, to distance ourselves. That is that's the space. That's the space in which violence is undone, because it can be seen. So from the perspective of this conversation, which says all the way everything arises in the world is a reflection of the conditioned learning of this mind body, and which is largely based on an idea of ourselves as lacking, fragile, separate, that is then compensated for by trying to put other people down, or in conflict or withdrawal. But now the way the world appears is directly showing those veils, showing that learning, and in that transparency it can be dissolved. And then we meet with someone, and instead of reacting against their conditioning, so it's our conditioning against theirs, there's the understanding that we are identical, in the sense that there's a system here that has gone through a series of experiences that have led to this state right now, that's led to these actions, these beliefs, these words. We're identical in that respect. And we're identical in the sense that underneath that, we are consciousness, or we are life, we are presence. There's no space where I end and you begin. We are it. We're made of the same. That's the end of it then, because we're not perpetuating the thing that we're reacting against. The reaction against is shown to be the healing space. And it doesn't mean that there's not action taken, to help people, or to provide practical support, or to make a stand, stand in front of a tank, by all means, of course, and understand that the driver of the tank is us. And then it's the end of our own tank, it's the end of our own weapons and arsenal firing out into the world. It begins here, begins and ends here. There's really there's nowhere else, and there's no space there for superiority, or I know better, I've got something to teach you. Nothing. The moment that there's that thought, then let the world come in and show me how all the areas of my life where I'm doing exactly the thing that I'm criticizing the other for. Yeah. So to answer the question, definitely, it seems that everywhere we look, in every field, there's more and more unveiling that this ego identity that is not the ruling, deciding, chooser reality that it's been believed to be. And so much energy now in terms of seeing that for what it is, just a conditioned belief system. And I think if we combine that with bringing everything into ourselves as the source, if we all did that, it literally, it would, separation couldn't exist, and separation is necessary for conflict and violence and for war, isn't it? So it's on us. It's not on the leaders, it's not on the politicians to do it. It's on us to do it. Each of us. We are the source of it. It's here. It happens. Nowhere else. Yeah, yeah, lovely question. Thanks, darling. Bye.